All right, what up, y'all? I wanted to do a little video on the 12 houses, right? You know what I'm saying? In the 360, right? Because 12 times 30 equals 360, right? So we have the 12 houses, right? And I'm going to explain to y'all how we get from the first house to the 12th house, right? And kind of what it all kind of is derived from. Just a little breakdown so, you can understand it, right? So the first house is individuality, right? Because when we're individual, we are only focused on ourselves, right? And we're gonna focus on the original 360, no Eastern or Western astrology, just how we get our 360, right? So the first house, individuality, right? So we're individual. We're only um, participating in ourselves, right? Only our personal endeavors, individualistic, right? And with the second house, right, our individuality becomes our value, right? We value ones that have individuality like ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And and we value person, places, and things, right? You know what I'm saying? And this can also be material and esoteric. You know what I'm saying? Before it becomes material. Right? So you value your thought forms, so you know what I'm saying, things of that nature, right? So the third house, right? So it'd be your environment. You know what I'm saying? It's also kind of think about it this way, right? So like in your environment, the individuals that you value, you're gonna be around often. So that'd be your third house. You know what I'm saying? So your first house, individuality, and individuality has value, right? And those that value individuality, therefore, become your environment. If you are correlating your house system correctly. And everybody got their own houses. There's the reason why I'm breaking it down. So your ascendant sign be your first house. That's where I'm gonna put it right there. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get too deep into just the astrology. We're just gonna go house wise. You know what I'm saying? All right. So with the fourth house, right, it'd be your home. Where I'm at right now. 10th house broadcast, and that's opposite. You know what I'm saying? But we bring them together. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to go. But okay, yeah. So your home, privacy. I'm bringing my private place and my private emotions to you. You know what I'm saying? That's fourth house. You know what I'm saying? It's like we in the same house right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we connect, right? But okay, it'd be like your privacy. So maybe you'd share things that only happen within your family with only your family in your home. You don't really go out and to Times Square say yeah, and have your family feud out there. You dig? You know what I'm saying? That's generally not what you should do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a little saran wrap because, we did some unwrapping a little while ago in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's lit. But okay, that's beside the point, right? So the fifth house, right? How you express, right? So let's say you have, first house is your individual. So your individuality, right? And how you value your individuality is your second house, right? And the third house is like, your environment. So how you like it's like so you become an individual first house, right? And you value your individuality, and those that value your individuality generally become your third house environment because you enjoy being around them. That's easy flow of energy, right? And that fourth house become okay, maybe you become a family, you have a home right now. So you know what I'm saying? So how you express yourself, maybe this is your Times Square energy. When you're out with your family, you know what I'm saying? That'd be your fifth house. If you're and you were expressing yourself how the family moves, and you're saying like, yeah, this is my family. We the best ever. This is the fifth house. We go out and we do this, that, and the third. Expressing yourself, right? Sixth house would be your health issues and details. It's like getting all the it's like you have a window, have a puzzle, and all the puzzle pieces are the sixth house, right? And putting it together. So you realize in the second house, okay, let's put it this way, right? You individually enjoy your puzzle, right? So you go out and buy your puzzle, right? And now you value it, right? It's in your environment. Oh, how this gonna work? You know what I mean? So you bring it in the household. Okay, maybe somebody in the household knows how puzzles works, right? So they're gonna express that to you. That's the fifth house. And the sixth house will be like, oh yeah, this is how these puzzle pieces work, right? And then let's put it like this, right? The seventh house would be you guys putting that puzzle together, right? So it'd be like your relationships, right? So you individually went to go buy that puzzle because it related to you. You know what I'm saying? You thought it was beautiful. Let's just put it that way. You saw the front cover. You're like, oh, that's a beautiful picture. You ain't even know it might be as a puzzle. You just thought it was a nice picture, right? But then your relationship is how you related to that. And then with your relationship, they said, oh, yeah, that's a puzzle. This piece is, sixth house. This little piece goes here. And now you're relating to how you individually like this thing and how it works. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting down to, it's like, okay, yeah, let's keep the astrology out of it. We're going to go deep. That's what the rest of my, I'm going to bring y'all into the simplistic nature and then get deeper and deeper and deeper into the astrology. And soon, whenever I get up to date and have all the astrology videos that, with the knowledge that I perceive, my perspective, and we go bring it in, and then I can teach y'all. I mean, bring y'all as well to up to speed to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So that's some seventh house shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Eighth house, right? So the secrets. You know what I'm saying? So behind the scenes, right? Let's put it this way. It'd be like, we're going to get off the puzzle analogy, right? Eighth house would be behind the scenes nature, right? So usually when you're having sexual intercourse, you wouldn't do that on Times Square. Like I say, you probably do that in your home. You know what I mean? Behind and with all the blinds closed and everything like that. And some people get freaky with the eighth house though. So they like to be, it's really transformation, it's eighth house, right? So like, it's like most people like to transform behind the scenes. That's why I say the sex is behind the scenes. Maybe some people like to be out in the front, you know what I'm saying? Everybody think they're beautiful, so that's what they do. And it gets deep with it to the point where maybe you have your eighth house Lord as your first house. That's probably part of it. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, eighth house Lord in the first house is what I'm trying to say. What else is some eighth house shit? We could get back to the puzzle analogy. Maybe you didn't even want to put the puzzle together. That's some eighth house shit. You're like, damn, like, I mean, I didn't know we was actually gonna put no damn puzzle together. You know what I mean? Shit. I mean, I just thought it was a cool picture. I just was gonna have the fucking box sitting here. You know what I mean? That's what I planned on. Maybe I just want to have the box on the table. But that's behind the scenes because you didn't want to break up the relationship and be like, hey, look, I don't want to put. You know what I mean? She want to put together the puzzle. How are you gonna tell her no? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? That's behind the scenes though. You didn't want to tell her that. It's just like, I just picked up this puzzle because and I just wanted to put it on the table. I didn't really want to put it together. And maybe you knew how to put together the puzzle and all the things I explained, all about that puzzle. Maybe you already knew, but that's behind the scenes because you ain't want to act like you know it all and you wanted her to teach you something. You dig what I'm saying? That's some eighth house shit, right? So some ninth house shit, right? So this would be knowledge, wisdom, and experience, right? So maybe I'll put the whole damn puzzle, and you're like, yeah. And she's starting to realize, damn, you're pretty good at puzzles. Like, you done this before? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of wanted to put the puzzle on the table. I didn't really want to put it together with you, but I wanted to give you the ability to help our relationship transform, and you show me something instead of me always telling you I know everything. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be some ninth house shit, like some knowledge or wisdom being imparted, right? Kind of what we're doing right here is some ninth house shit as well, overstanding space is definitely some ninth house shit as well. So 10th house, right? The blueprint, right? So 10th house, how can we put it, right? So how I was explaining how I'm in the 4th house right now, my 4th house, and I'm broadcasting my 10th house, which is broadcasting, right? The boss, the blueprint, things of that nature, right? So how you broadcast yourself. It's like how could I put it? I'm in my home, but I have information that I want to impart to you, right? And I want to give it to you in the easiest way possible, right? So I broadcast it on YouTube. That's the best way to do it. You dig what I'm saying? And soon we gonna broadcast in bigger places, and we gonna have Say this channel is home would be on a larger scale, more than just in my house. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I have other astrologers on my channel with me, and we boom, boom, boom. That's some broadcasting shit. You dig what I'm saying? Maybe we all in our home, but we broadcasting together. You know what I'm saying? Then we could all come together and make a broadcasting place, and that'd be the home for the broadcasting. And then you dig what I'm saying? That's some blueprint type shit. You know what I mean? So let's say I also put it like this, right? So the earth houses are the second, sixth, and the 10th, right? So you know how I was saying the value, right? So the values of the second house, sixth house is the details, right? And then the 10th house is the blueprint, right? Or you could say the second house, um let's see, it's the second house is how it works to build a building, right? This is I'm worker and I'm working. You know what I mean? It only work. It's how I do it in my way, right? And then the sixth house will come along after the second house is done doing with how they work and they're done for the day. The sixth house comes in and fills in the little details, right? And then the 10th house comes in and say, hey, that's not that's what okay, all right, no, the 10th house would be kind of it's interesting because the 10th house is the blueprint, so you'd have the 10th house work with the sixth house to tell the second house, look, this is the best way for it to work. And the second house, saying, well, I work this way, and boom, 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 you work together. But so your 10th house would be overseeing, really. So you'd say, okay, yeah, Jimmy's the second house. He's working on the foundation right now, but we gotta have um, the the drywallers and everything like that coming after we put in the foundation. And, yeah, I mean, obviously, this is like, I'm not the most articulate with the construction, but I know you put in the foundation first. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's like the blueprint, right? This Capricorn love is, I'm sorry, 10,000 love is so, no love lost. So it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's like, you're broadcasting the blueprint with the other Earth houses. It'd be like, look, this is how it's gonna work, right? Okay. 11th house would be those three Earth houses getting with the 11th house and be like, okay, we all this association, and we're gonna. Okay, all right. I didn't really break it down. So 11th house is association, right? And how you associate with others, right? It's like the humanitarian house, right? So being a part of this group and this group and this group and this group, but you're not just locked down to the certain group. It's like how do I put it? Um, it's an air house, right? So you'd have your 7th house would be your personal relationships, your 3rd house would be your environment relationships, and your 11th house would be your associative relationships. So say you have you work for a franchise or you work for different franchises. Your general 3rd house, where the franchises you go to the most, like say it's all Burger King, right? And you go to your closest Burger King because that's closest to you, and they have you work there, right? That's your 3rd house, right? So your closest friend at your work at your 3rd house Burger King, that's your 7th house relationship, right? Whenever they send you to the other place because somebody needs a break or wanted to take a vacation, those are going to be your 11th house, your associative, because it's still Burger King. You dig what I'm saying? But it's an association to the other store. You dig what I'm saying? You don't really know everybody there. You're not, and they your temporary environment is your associates. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like the 2nd house, the 6th house, and the 10th house get together to associate on how they're going to build the building. You dig what I'm saying? They have to. It's a fixed air. So like, we don't always get down like this, but to build this building, this is how we got to get down. Fixed air. I'm bringing a little bit of astrology in it to articulate. All right. Your 12th house, right? To round it out, finish it up. Your 12th house is your dream house, right? So it's like how you dream. You got it's almost hard to articulate in a physical realm, in this 3DS realm, to articulate the 12th house because it's your your illusion house, right? Your dreams and illusions. So you daydreaming and you off into days and what you may be daydreaming about is completely real to you, but it's illusion to others. They're just like homeboy over there, just dazing off into space. But you completely you in that world, you dreaming. You know what I'm saying? Other people see you as illusion though. So that's kind of how it work out. And it's like it's always a 360, right? So say, before you individually. So okay, yeah. Back to so let's put it this way. You individually liked puzzles, right? And then you valued the puzzle that you saw because it was cool and it was in your environment, right? But we break down all the way to the 11th house. You know what I mean? You get to your associative store that you associate with, but you before I don't know. Okay, yeah. And now you want to get a new puzzle, right? So you might be in a new relationship, right? And you just want to get another puzzle for the dining room, but the same circumstance, right? Let's say it's going all over again, right? You're like, oh, a puzzle would be nice. So you're in dreamland, right? It's an illusion. It's not reality yet. That's your 12th house. So yeah, that's the 360, right? So 12 times 30 is 360, 30 degrees each, and it's even deeper like that. Do a little insight for you, right? So like you have 12 times 3 is 36, right? So you think about it this way, right? Every 10 degrees is a new decan or nakshatra, right? So in the first house, you'd have the first decan, nakshatra would be your 5th house nakshatra, right? And then your first house nakshatra or decan, and then the 9th house nakshatra or decan. See, fire houses, so 5th, 1st, and 9th. But whenever you're in the sign, the sign that it delegates to is your first house, right? I mean your house that it's in, right? So first house would be the first house decan is in the middle. But before that decan is the 5th house, and then the following, I'm sorry, other way around. So it'd be like this: before your 9th house, before your first house is your 9th house. So 9th house is first, right? Then your first house, and then your 5th house, right? Because think about it this way: you're in the middle, right? But before that is the 9th house. Then you got the first house in the middle. You know what I mean? What we're kind of like, it's like you got your 2 patties and the beef in the middle. You dig what I'm saying? And then you got your 5th house coming after that because it's first, second, third, fourth, 5th, and then 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Dig what I'm saying? So that's a little bit about chakras and decans. And I'll do a whole video on that later on. But just want to do a little video on 360. Peace and love. You believe in all that. You know what I'm saying? And we reminisce over you. We reminisce over you. We out this motherfucker. Hee hee.